Hello, good day. My name is Vernal Green. I'm a student at Florida International University. I am in Dr. Kaleem's Intro to Reversing Malware class, EEL 4996, this summer 2013. I am recording my individual video. What I'm going to be doing is sending a virus, or a macros virus rather, which is just, I'm going to be using a Microsoft Excel document, just a Microsoft Office document, record a macros on it, and put the code in there that behaves like a virus. It's not going to be an actual virus, and I'm not going to send them an actual malware, so to speak, but it's just written in a way that can be used as a virus. And I'm going to send it to one of my classmates, and I'm also going to simulate sending it to myself. I'm going to deliver this and gain the victim's trust through a process called mail server relaying. What mail server relaying is, you basically need to be on the network. I'm sending as if I will impersonate, for example, Dr. Kaleem, who's known by Chairperson Pensali, and I'm going to impersonate Dr. Kaleem, sending Chairperson Pensali an email giving him instructions as to what to do, things to do. And because Chairperson Pensali knows Dr. Kaleem, and he feels and they communicate often by email, I assume, because I always see them talking together, it's gonna give a security to Chairperson Pensali, and he's gonna follow the instructions of the email of supposedly Dr. Kaleem, which is really me who's attacking. And by this way, we'll be able to exploit Chairperson Pensali. And that's just an example. I'm not actually going to do it with these two people. I'm just giving an example. What I'm going to do it with one of my classmates, and I'm also going to simulate doing it with myself, just so you can see how it works. As I alluded to earlier, you need to be on the network. I'm actually here at FIU's network, so now I can access their mail server, and I can go into their mail server through a command using Telnet, which is an old internet protocol that used to use TCP back in the old days, but it's not really used as much now, and it's being, and even in Windows 7, it's not even enabled. You have to enable it yourself. In Windows XP, it's still enabled because it's still, Windows XP is relatively old, based upon what you think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate that attack using Backtrack, because as I was saying, you need to be on the network, because FIU is not going to open up their mail servers for anybody to get on. That's how they used to get a lot of spam. It used to happen a lot, but they recently closed it down. So I can't do it from just any computer anywhere. I need to be on their network. What I actually did was, what Dr. Kaleem showed us in class, we VPN into FIU's network. So I'm gonna show you how to do that, and you can also do this with other emails. You can find open mail server and mail relay servers and attack them as well. But let me get into the code and start showing you how I'm gonna do it. I'm going to use a terminal window, and the command I'm going to use is telnet. It's a command in Windows. I told you, smtp 3.fiu.edu. I'm going to do it on port 25. It's almost always port 25 used for the mail relaying in FIU, and probably every other port, every other mail host, but that's what, we've been taught by Dr. Kaleem. Trying to connect escape character. All right, we were in, and I need to move quickly because they kick you out, especially if, like, after some inactivity, they kick you out. And I've been trying with some other computers and other networks, so I don't know if they're gonna kick me out. They probably won't, but I don't want to take any chance. I'm just gonna move quickly. That's hello. I'm gonna initiate a three-way handshake, as we learned in class. So I said hello, and he responded with pleased to meet you. Hello, pleased to meet you. So this means we have completed the three-way handshake, and I'm in. I'm good now. Now I'm gonna say mail from colon. This colon is important. A lot of the colons in the space are very important when you're doing this command line programming. So I'm gonna say mail from VGREE002 at FIU.edu. No, actually, let me say from somebody else because I want to get it to me. So I'm gonna say, let me grab one of my friends' emails. Let's see. Let me pause and get one of their emails. All right. So let's say got one of their emails. Marsha.hill24@yahoo.com. All right. So I mail from. So sender is okay, as you can see. Now we're gonna say RCPT receipt to VGREE002 at FIU.edu. All right. Sorry for all the starts and jumps. I just got to get some stuff corrected. All right. So where we left off was recipient. Okay. All right. So what before we type in any subjects or data or anything like that or the email, we need to type the command data. Right. Okay. Perfect. So now we're into the email now. Now we can go ahead and say subject. Hey V, it's Marsha. Okay, so recognize what's going on. We're sending an email from Marsha to V, Vernal. I can put my name there since I use her whole name. Oh, crap. Hey, Vernal. It's Marsha. Sending the docs. Because Marsha, the attacker, is gonna want Vernal to go somewhere to get the documents. So now I need to put the actual body of the email. So I'm gonna now write Vern, I am in a bad reception and have no laptop. I had uploaded the docs on my personal email earlier. You could go there to get them. Sorry, I can't do more. Then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hit tab and I'll make like this little line or whatever, to simulate, and I'm gonna say sent from my iPhone, just to make it seem like she's sending from her phone or whatever. This is just showing you how this attack would work. I'm pretty sure people who would want to utilize this could do it a little bit better, but this is just a way I thought of myself to make this attack work. And I just go ahead and hit enter. All right, so that's the email. All right, now I basically sent it, and I'm gonna now go. I'm sorry, I should have put in there the name of the website. So just so you can know, the name of the website was www.chasetest2.com. But I don't know. I'm just gonna take it off, and I'm gonna end the email now. Just let's make it seem as though that were in the email. All right. So close that. Press dot to end the message. Message accepted for delivery. So I should see it. All right. Let me pause this. And by my phone beeping, we can see that I probably got that message. You should still be able to see it. You should see it's coming from Marsha.hill24. Hey, Vernal, it's Marsha sending the docs. Vern, I'm in a bad reception. So now let me open it up. Now, the crazy part about this, saying it sent 11 minutes ago, So you can actually do some scary stuff for here, especially if you have the person's phone number. Can make it seem like, but it seems like it's sent from when I opened the terminal, which was about 11 minutes ago. If you see the length of this video, it's about 10 minutes. So it was about 11 minutes ago. So it seemed like it had it ready to go, and that's the time it's gonna put. So you can do some crazy stuff with this. Maybe you can open up a terminal and have it open for maybe a few hours and then send it, and it seems like it is a person who told you an hour ago, I'm gonna send you something, or I sent you something an hour ago, and now you can do just some crazy things with that. Let's do it. I needed to put this on a lower line, put this on a lower line, and put this on a lower line to make it look more like, but I'm not a real attacker. So you see the email address is showing up. So I'm gonna think that's Marsha Hill. You know, uh, a good way to prevent this. I didn't want to talk about this yet, but a good way to prevent this is maybe have pictures for some of these people, because I don't think the picture will come up with that email, because it's not that person actually emailing. So I'm even showing details, and it's even hiding, you know, who it's actually from. It's saying that's who it's from, and then to who it's to. You know, it's saying it's delivered by Yahoo Mail. I never got onto Yahoo Mail, uh, but it's saying it doesn't say to who it's to. I think that's because it's not actually a real email. But let me examine it a little bit closer. I'm looking for where it says. I gotta let's go back into the examining it a little bit closer. This is the message ID of the fake email being sent to me. Uh, that's the message ID, smtp3.fiu. That's FIU's mail server. If it was really being sent by Yahoo, it wouldn't be FIU's mail server. You understand? So let me show you a real email really coming from that email address, that Marsha.Hill24. The return path Marsha.Hill24 delivered to VG. That's me. Um, Now let's look for the message ID. That's how you're gonna identify it. You show original, and I'm gonna find the message ID or the header where all the stuff is. This is the body. That's what she sent me. Test 22, 23, 23. Um, that's the reply to. But what I'm looking for actually is the message ID. Just so, I really did not want to go into this much detail, but I just think it's just interesting to just so you can see just how things look. That's a real message ID of from a real email address of from Yahoo. Um, Back to the fake email. It doesn't come up as spam because it's being sent on FIU's network. It's coming from FIU's network. This is the spam mail. It's coming from FIU, so FIU's not going to call it a spam. Fish score 0, bulk score 0, adult score, so there's no porn, no sex. I haven't mentioned any of those words, but Dr. Kaleem did an email where he mentioned a word. Well, let's not talk about that. um, Scratch that last point out. X proof point virus version. There's one I wanted to show you. It's past the spoofing test. You know, because it's on FIU's network. So if somebody can get on your network, wherever you are, and have your email address, you know, it's kind of dangerous. Towards the end of this video, if I have time, which is probably going to be way too long, I'm going to show some ways to get people's email addresses using a Metasploit attack. Another way I can send a fake email is using an online service from Jessica, from email Jessica at scrambler.net to VGRE002 at FIU.edu. I'm not going to do this because I did it before and it works. This particular one allows you to upload files, but we're not going to do that. When you start uploading the files and you mess with this particular email, a lot of times it doesn't work. There's other ones out there that will work and that I've used and that will work, but sometimes it won't. But I basically did what I wanted to do, was send an email, and now I told them to go to, maybe I remember I told them to get the info from chasetest2.com, right? That's the next part of this attack. I want to do something else quickly if I have the time. See, connection closed by foreign host. I'm going to quickly send one more email. Telnet SMTP3. I really don't have the time, but I just really wanted to do this. Um, oh crap. Telnet SMTP3.fiu.edu on port 25. Seems like it's not letting me get in. Close terminal. I probably should just be patient. Let me do this and then I'll hello SM. I was typing the command wrong. You probably saw that. That's embarrassing. I know. Sorry. Pleased to meet you. 3-way handshake is complete. Actually, let me write mail from jcart 0. This is one of my friends in class. I really gonna have to keep this video private because I can't be giving out people's stuff. Oh my god. Oh jeez, she's gonna kill me. Please, if you're watching this video, keep this video private. BG. Oh crap. RCPT2 EGRE02 2.edu. Recipient okay. Data subject hey Vern, I sent you the I couldn't send info. Vern, I put the info on my website earlier www.chase. I'm not gonna write www because nobody writes www. ChaseTest2.com. Go there and you can download it. If I wanted to get even more personal, I could say, hurry, we have until 5 p.m. to do it. But I probably, as an attacker, won't know that information, so that's going to be suspicious or whatever. But I could write something there to get them, you know. And I could do the phone thing. Sent from my iPhone. Sent from my iPhone. Whatever. I basically showed you how I get that email. Sent. And I press dot message accepted for delivery. Okay, I'm gonna close this part of the once again, sorry for the jumping and starting. Had to get everything just straightened out. Hey Vern, I couldn't send the info. That's the email we just saw. Vern, I put the info on my website, chasetest2.com. You can go and download it. Hurry, we have until 5 p.m. to do it. Sent from my iPhone. I actually built a website. It's not finished being. I haven't finished putting it together, but I'm using it for 2 hacks. Just by the way, for my other ethical hacking class, I'm going to use this cloning like chase.com website, and I had kind of bought a website and built it. I call it chasetest2.com because I really don't want to get in trouble. By the way, well, one of my webmaster friends helped me build it. Her name is Alicia. Please, Chase, don't like arrest us or anything. This is only for a student project. We really don't want to get in trouble. Here's the email, jcart@fiu.edu. We went down. Once again, I showed you all this stuff. People in the conversation, it marked it as important because I've received emails from jcart. That's one of my friends in school, actually, in one of Kaleem's classes as well, Dr. Kaleem's classes, and you know, and you can see again, same. It's not actually from her. Whatever, showed you all that before. Okay, now we need to. I built the website and I said I was gonna download it from that website, but I'm not gonna take it from that website only because I'm trying to use that website for a different hack, and I don't want to upload it because I'm still trying to finish recording that website and publishing it to the web, and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to simulate like I took it from the website. I downloaded it. I went to chasetest2.com, downloaded it, but I didn't. The important thing is getting the showing you that somehow I found a way to get to a person and exploit their personal side, and they should be going to a website to pick up this Excel document that I just sent to them. Copy of statics. That's not the document that I'm looking for, actually. The document that I'm looking for. Okay, here. It was this item that I've shared with you. Now, um, what I probably should have written inside that folder, inside that email was, uh, hey, because I have some macros written in it. It's gonna say it's infected. It's not really infected. It's just it's just that's how the document works. Because once I have the personal side and they think it's a friend, you can tell them things that will make it look like it's okay. And also, I probably should have written some script in the Excel document to maybe hide and and not show that uh, the the show that it's an infected file. Because when I download it, it's probably going to say it's an infected file. I need to put some folders inside the place where it's going to delete from. Oh, 1 second, please. I'm probably going to be covering up my. So I know that the file is going to delete from the temp folder. So I'm just showing you how somebody could get into your system, and not only could they delete like an entire folder, but there's some stuff in there, so those should get deleted when I run it. But Dr. Kaleem showed us this code, but it should get deleted, and but they could also create stuff. I wanted to create a folder that I wanted to create a folder that would say put a document on their website. Like I would put on their home drive. I would put a document that says insurance fraud scheme, or I could put a document on there by this macros virus. Put a document on there that says just anything illegal, some illegal files that's being looked for, and it's just showing you how people could put stuff on there. There's also keyloggers they can install through this macros virus keylogger. They can install keyloggers by the macros virus, Kaspersky Lab. So they Word and Excel macros viruses. This is a security lab, and they analyze macros virus and different things like that. So they can install a keylogger, is something that logs your key. So you're logging into a website or your email, whatever, they get your username and password. Because it doesn't show up like dots to them when they install a keylogger. It shows up like the actual character that you put on there. So in Windows 7, macros is automatically disabled. But because it shows this, I'm gonna want to see uh, this content. So I'm gonna enable content, which is something that we all do. We enable editing, we enable content. So I could have written a code that would stop this security warning. I think it's display alert dot display option dot display alert equals false, and it will stop that. But it would kind of mess up the code, and I'm not really teaching coding for right here so much. It's just kind of showing you the methodology of how the hack would work. So I enable content, and something I want you to notice, I actually did not get a infection warning. Some computers you'll get an infection warning. Oh, this thing has an infection. So I didn't get an infection warning. All I got was a content. Macros is disabled, so I have to enable it. And that's only because I set my security settings higher. So it actually could have deleted, it actually could have just done things and I just wouldn't even know, because I didn't tell me that it had a virus in it. One second, let me pause. Sorry once again for all the jumping about. So it didn't give me an infection warning, and I have the macros the Excel document with the macros code here open. I didn't set the script to auto run. I just really just didn't want to destroy my system because I was playing with some codes and I kind of started messing some stuff up. So I just don't want to auto run it and mess anything up because this is if I use computer. This is if I use computer and I don't really want to mess up anything. I hope you can still see me since I moved it without having a preview screen. So I set it to run off of a key, but you could have set the file to auto run. You could have set the file to create. You could have set the file you could have set macro viruses to wipe hard drives, wipe this, shut down the computer, all types of things that can attack your computer by this. And I showed you the method by how it got here. I'm going to control B. We made these folders. It's in the temp folder. The code that I wrote is to delete all the folders. Some things is not going to get deleted. Some system folders, it's not going to get deleted, and you're going to see it pop up saying that it can't delete it. But it's going to delete some of them. So I put it, but say I set the hotkey to control V. You know, copy, control C is copy, control V is paste. So let me run my hotkey. All right. It deleted those files. So it only didn't delete the system files. Now suppose I had it in documents, and if you saw before, there was Excel documents, there's Word documents, there's Publisher documents, there's text documents. Suppose I set it to run in the documents folder where you have all your documents, or your music, or your pictures, or or on your C drive. Some stuff will get deleted, and it could be some important stuff, you know. So that's just another thing, how it could have happened. And as Dr. Kaleem showed us, we could go to recycle bin, and you won't see it. You won't see it in there. Recycle. I really don't need to show you that. I really just don't think it's all that important for you to see that because I'm sure you know, recycle bin is empty, whatever. So it's gone. All right. Now we need to start talking about steps of how to prevent these things. All right. I have this document. Let me find that document. It's probably in downloads, hopefully. All right, so one way to open a document without having macros enabled is hold down your shift key, and open it. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry. All right, hold your shift key and open it. Keep your shift key holding, and it should open without macros not enabled. So you see, you're gonna have to enable editing. That's one way. I told you another way earlier to get around the mailing. Have your emails properly defined. Let's run back to those emails. Always check if something looks suspicious. Check it out. Because a lot of times I wish I didn't delete my spam, but I have so much spam messages that it looks like it comes from somebody or something that I know, and it's actually not them, but I just deleted my spam a little bit earlier. I already showed you how to show original, and you check the message ID. I showed you that already a ton of times. Also, you can change your security setting on your macros for your actual documents. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Change your security settings on your macros. I really didn't want PowerPoint. I really wanted Excel. That's the one that I've been using. Pause one moment. This video is getting long. I'm really sorry. Okay, I'm back. I opened up Excel. So I opened up not macros. I don't really. The macros toolbar should have been enabled. I did not show you how I wrote the macros. We are so long that I really don't think we're gonna have the time for me to show you how I wrote the macros. Let me just, I really shouldn't, but let me hurry quickly and try and show it to you. Pause one moment. Before I show you how I wrote the macros, let me show you this. Macro security, macro settings, disable all macros with notification. You could disable it without notification. So it automatically disables it. A lot of people have it enabled, and in Windows XP it's enabled automatically. I should probably run it on Windows XP and just so you can see it enabled. You can also go into protective view and have these things enabled. A lot of these things are not enabled like that on Windows XP, but I have it enabled here. That's why I had to click enable content, which a lot of people just do automatically. I'm gonna show you the actual how we made the virus really quickly. We had the virus in so it's in macros. Well, what we did, we copy and paste. First, we went to developer, enabled it, and we pressed record macros, and we gave it a hotkey, and we gave it a name. I already have one, so, and then we did some actions, and when we recorded the macros, we did some actions, and we escaped, and we stopped it, and then we went to macros, and we went to edit, and we found this code online. It had something else there. Basically, that spot, there was other words there, so I copied this code offline, and I pasted it to replace what was already there. So this ended up being there. I saved the file, saved the macros, um, and then, I already showed you how I ran it, so that's how I made it. I really just want to run it in Windows XP before I recap of how to stop these things. I'm way too long on this video, so I can't show you how I dug to get emails from FIU's website. Maybe I'll show it on a DVD or something, but I was able to dig to get emails on a FIU website, which is a command Dr. Kaleem showed us in class. So it's really quite simple using through backtrack. So I don't really need to show that. Anyways, let me pause, go turn the lights back on. Okay, I'm in Windows XP environment. Hopefully I'm able to do everything I want to do. I want to download that virus and use it. I'm gonna pause till I have everything set up. I really hate making this video so long. I don't want it to be this long. Let me pause. I'm on the XP machine downloading this file. Okay, I'm just gonna open it, and it's opening. Okay. They disable macros too. Normally on older Windows XP machines, it doesn't disable the macros. So I've already showed you this done, but normally on Windows XP, like my home computer Windows XP, it won't disable the macros automatically. So that's just another thing to know when you're using Windows XP. You got to make sure you purposely disable those macros folders. Okay, the next part of this segment, we're going to, this last part, just going to take a couple minutes, just recap, not even a couple minutes, really quickly, and just talk about how to stop these macros from affecting you. Let me pause one moment to prepare. Okay, I'm going to quickly finish up here. So I really do apologize, Dr. Kaleem, for making this video so long. I should have showed you this at the beginning. Mail relay macros myself. That's basically, it took the I used mail relay to get the to get to the victim. I use macros to use it to infect their system, and I use myself, which is I'm thinking that my friend is sending me an email and telling me to go to the places to get stuff, which is really not true. Called it MMM, ethical hacking, Vernal. So mail server, check who's sending. I showed you that already. Check who's sending. Check your header files. As you can see a little bit later on, check your header files. Check the path of the email. I wish I had time to show you. You could actually copy the path of the email, and there's websites you can go to and input it onto the path of the path of the email and find out exactly where it came from. You can do that. You can Google how to do that. Recognize macros. So there's some ways to recognize it. When you try to save a document, Word only lets you save a document as a template. So basically some weird stuff starts happening. New macros appears in a list of macros, auto open and file save as. Macros may also appear if you already had macros by these names. Their content may have been changed. I actually encountered that virus of how to use that virus. Um, these are some other ones. You are prompted to enter a password for a document that you never password protected. Unusual changes in your document. The macro virus may insert the word Wazoo at random locations. These are just ways to recognize the virus. How to prevent it. I already showed you. Hold down Shift key when opening. Ensure macros is disabled using the macros editor or explorer. Once you get into the tool, once you get into the MS Office products, make sure your security settings automatically disable macros. Obviously, update your virus protection. And lastly, you can find out more info. This was a great website. Taught me a lot about macros, and Microsoft itself has support documents. And you can always Google it how to find out. Well, this was my project for intro to reversing malware. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I learned a lot. Thanks. I really appreciate everything from you, Dr. Kaleem. Bye.